At 17 years old, Luke Aden has accomplished quite a lot. He runs his own photography business. He's a contributing photographer for Creative Shutterstock and iStock Photo. His photography has won numerous awards. His work covering student protests against gun violence has even been featured on the 9 News website. Luke Aden is also involved with the Young American Center and is a finalist for the Spotlight on Youth Biz Stars Business Competition. Congratulations. What an accomplishment at a young age. You said you're a junior at Dakota Ridge, right?
Yes, ma'am, yeah.
Well, good for you. What got you interested in photography?
I started shooting photos about 7 years ago, and I've started selling them and putting them in galleries about 3 years ago, and I just love the whole creative aspect and the whole idea of choosing what you want to shoot and how you can get it out to people in a unique way.
How old were you when you picked up the camera and said, this is what I like?
How old was I? I was probably about 12, 11 when I just picked up a camera not knowing what it was.
Yeah. Both of my boys, I told you, are interested in astrophotography, and they're really into that. So this is going to be a great segment for them to see as well. So what inspired you to take your love of photography and actually turn it into a business?
It inspired me to turn it into a business because I wanted it to be a creative way to make money, and when I was in middle school I just wanted to find a couple ways to make money, and I think it's a great way to get out of the whole habit of a 9 to 5 job, and I wanted to make it a unique way to create money that other people can do.
Okay, here's to not 9 to 5, right? Here's to making your own hours, being your own boss, and really doing something you love.
Yeah.
Talk about love. Look at these pictures. You've brought your work with you today.
Yes, ma'am.
They're stunning, and you have a little bit of everything. What did you bring? Tell us about it.
So I brought 3 photos that have won awards in the past 2 years. The elk one behind you is actually shot that at 5 o'clock in the morning at Rocky Mountain National Park, hanging out of a window, and then the one right behind us, the flower photo, was actually shot at in Yellowstone with a couple of National Geographic photographers.
No kidding.
It was so much fun to learn from them, their techniques, everything they do. It was awesome. And then the one right behind me is the Box Canyon River and Telluride. That was actually taken in Telluride, and it was one of the top 5 selling out of 900 entries. So that one was quite special to me.
I bet it was. That's a big one blown up in your house, right?
Yeah, no kidding.
Well, I would love to see all of your work. What's your favorite thing to photograph? Is it animals or nature?
Probably my favorite thing to photograph, like lately, would probably be landscape and portraits.
Okay, all right. Now you've had some success getting your photos out there, as we mentioned, a few of them off the top of the segment here. Tell us about that.
So I started putting them in some galleries of like coffee shops in like the mountains area, and then on my website. But I finally just launched about a year ago, and then finally put an e-commerce on there where people can buy my prints as well.
Excellent, excellent. All right, so look at this photo. Is that you?
That is me.
And you took the picture, or somebody took a picture of you?
Someone took a picture of me. I was kind of, my feet are dangling off of a 100-foot cliff.
Yeah, they are. Dad's in the studio. You allowed this to happen? Wow, what a photo.
Yeah, that was a fun experience.
No, too often do you get somebody to take a photo of you and with that kind of a scenery behind it, so that's a pretty cool picture. Let's talk about being a young business owner and some of the challenges that you face.
A couple challenges that I faced was, one, kind of balancing everything in your life, like business, family, friends, school, all your homework, and kind of being stable, I guess you could say. And I think the second thing was people taking me seriously. I'm just not a kid with a camera. It's more than just an idea. It's a business. It's just huge. It's being creative. I'm not just a kid with a camera. I like to think outside of the box.
Well, and you're a smart kid, smart young man, and that's easy to see as well. So those are some of the challenges you face, but you've also learned some things, and that goes in conjunction with the things that are challenges. Yeah. But what has it taught you?
It's taught me to kind of balance my own income, to see like when I print photos and through printing and what I should cost, what it costs and what I should charge people. It's just the whole idea of just like the financial part of it has really been huge.
Yeah, that is a big one. Now, you're one of the finalists for the Spotlight on the Youth Biz Stars Business Competition. Congratulations on that. What motivated you to apply for the competition, and what do you hope to get from the experience?
Motivated me because I love the whole thing that young Americans do, and what I hope to get from it is working with all the other young entrepreneurs and seeing what they did and what they did to get where they are now, and just kind of throwing ideas off of back and forth with each other.
Young Americans is a great organization. How and why did you get involved?
I got involved, well, I first found out of them when I did a 5th grade field trip to them, the Young Ameritown, and where you could own your own business for a day in a small little city, and then I did a couple field trips when I was in 6th grade. did learn the whole financial part of it, and I just love their idea and what they did.
I know it. And your
was awesome.
website, the name of your website?
Is LukeAidenPhotography.com.
LukeAidenPhotography.com. That's where we can find all of your work.
Yes, ma'am.
Good work on Young Americas, and good work to you.
Thank you.
We appreciate you being here. All right, well, you can meet Luke and other amazing young business owners at the Spotlight on Youth Biz Stars Awards Ceremony and Gala benefiting Young American Center for Financial Education. The event takes place Thursday, October 4th at the Sewell Grand Ballroom at the Denver Center for the Performing Arts. Find more information at yacenter.org. And you can find more information about Luke Aiden on his website, lukeaidenphotography.com.